Hi folks, my name is Mos for YouTube channel Lockmaker360, and in the previous video I set up a Lora gateway, and in this video I'm gonna make an awesome project. I will connect a sensor to the Lora network, and the sensor I got is actually a little weather station. On this little breadboard are 3 sensors connected. One to measure the temperature, one for the humidity, and a barometer to measure the air pressure. To transmit the sensor data to the Lora network, you need a Lora chip, and I'm gonna use the RN2483. A Lora chip is called a node. And of course you need a microcontroller to upload your sketch, and I'm using a SODAC microcontroller which is special designed for the Lora chip, as you can see on those rails. And a few weeks ago I made a video about how you can set up the SODAC board inside your Arduino IDE. We are going to connect to the Things network, and for this you need to include the Things network library. There are 2 different ways to connect a node to the Lora network. That's over the air activation and activation by personalization. And over here on the Things network forum I found out that over the air activation is better secured than the activation by personalization. But in this video we're gonna work with activation by personalization. And to do this you have to set up 3 keys: a device address key, an app session key, and a network session key. If you join a commercial Lora network, then the companies who own the network will sell you those keys. But the dudes from the open source Lora, the Things network, do provide those keys for free. And all you have to do is make an account on the website, thethingsnetwork.org. If you are logged in, then you have a button. Go to the dashboard and click on create application and give the application a name, and I call it home weather station. And click on create application. Scroll down, and then you have over the air activation or activation by personalization, and click on ABP and register 1, and then click on register, and then you come in a new screen, and down here they give you a device address, a network session key, and an application session key. And all you have to do is click on this arrow until it says NSB. Click on this button, then it will copy the key and paste the key, and do the same for the app session key. Here, app session key, and click on the I and make it NSB and click on copy, and add the add session key, paste it. Do the same for the network session key, click on the I, NSB, click on copy, it's copied, and in your sketch add network session key. Next, inside the setup we call a function from the Things network library to initialize the address, network key, and the application session key. And we got another function called show status, and inside the loop the incoming value from the sensors is inside a data type float. We pick them up with those library functions, and our float data type is 4 bytes big, and the data package you can send over the Lora network is limited. It's something around 12 bytes. So how smaller you can make your package, how more data you can send. So what we do in this sketch, we make another special data type, which is called int16, and that's a data type of 16 bits, and we transfer the data from the float inside new data type temperature. And to get rid of the floating point, we multiply it with 100. The good thing what we know about this data type is that it is fixed to 16 bits, which is 2 bytes. So what we do is we split those 2 bytes and we store them inside this byte array. So let's say we have our incoming temperature from 20.39 degrees Celsius. The first operation we do is we multiply this with 100. 20.39 times 100 is 2039. So we get rid of the floating point. We store this new value inside the 2 bytes, inside 16 bits. For this value, if you look here on this calculator, inside binary code, we only need 12 bits. But we made a reservation for 16 bits, so the first 4 bits are zeros. And we split those 2 bytes and store them inside the array of bytes. So with this operation here, we shift 8 bits and we store it inside the first cell of the array. And the second byte we store inside the second cell of the array. If we unpack this package on the other side of the Lora network, that we know that the first 2 bytes from the array are from the temperature. Documentation is very important. And the most important line of code, with this function we send the package to the Lora network, and our data package is called a payload. And on the other side we go back to the home weather station, and then over here at payload functions we click on edit, and then we have decoder, and there's a function in there, and we're gonna update this function, and we do exactly opposite as we did in the Arduino IDE. So we write a little script and we make a variable, and we call it temperature, and we store in there the first 2 bytes from the payload. As we store the first 2 bytes inside the byte array for temperature, and if you look in the Arduino IDE, the shift error was to the right side, and over here we shift it back to the left. So with this we place the bytes back in the right order, and we return it and we print Celsius. Then we pick up the temperature value and we divide it by 100. So out of 2039 will be 20.39 again. Click on save, and I start up my gateway with the Raspberry Pi, as I showed you in a previous video about setting up a Lora gateway. Upload the sketch to the SODAC board, and I will place a link to this sketch in the description of this video. And it says done uploading. I click on the serial monitor, and down here you see the temperature, the pressure and the humidity, and it sent it successful to the Lora network. And this is the payload. And if you look here inside the script on the Raspberry Pi, then we see over here there is some data package as well. Before there was no data sent, and right here I got a payload. Back inside the Things network, we click on Home Weather Station, and you see that there is a payload coming in. So my serial data from the Arduino is now also on the internet. If nothing is coming in, then there could be something wrong with your script, or you can try to click on ABB again. Click on your device address, and here at frames up you can click on reset, and with the reset it erases everything and starts again. Another very helpful feature is if you go to payload function and click on edit, and we wrote our little script down here, and we can test this script with the typing bytes in here. And as you see here in the serial monitor from the Arduino, we have a payload here, and if I copy that and place it in here and I click on test, then you'll see or your script is working well, or you probably have to switch a byte or whatever. This is the end of the video. Hopefully it was helpful. Have a look on my YouTube channel, Lockmaker360, to see more videos about Lora and Arduinos, the Internet of Things. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching.